Hey guys, thank you so much for joining me. This week I am sharing with you guys how to introduce chores into your household if you have kids, especially to the kids. So as you all know, Joshua just turned 6, and so I thought this would be the best time for us to expand his horizon when it comes to cleaning. So he already waters the plants, takes out the trash, takes care of his, knows where to put his dirty laundry and all that stuff. He already knows how to do that, but he just doesn't do it consistently. So the agreement that we had was that we would make sure that we make it a more consistent and more permanent routine. As much as I have my own routines, but then he needs to also have his routines. And one thing that I believe in is that if you can eat food, if you can watch TV and use a remote, you can definitely clean up after yourself. So we introduced some job cards. I saw Nikki presenting them from Inspired by Nikki. I got that idea from her channel. I've been using a whole bunch of stuff and it just wasn't really working for me. So she made a recommendation of Susan Fitch design job cards, which are basically images that you download. It's a free downloadable thing. You then use them according to your family needs. And so I checked it out and realized it's exactly what we needed. There's some job cards that we don't need, like walking the dog. We don't have a dog, and getting the mail. Our mail is literally like delivered at our house, like inside the house, so we don't have to get the mail out. We don't have to clean up the dog poop and all that stuff. And so I just picked out the ones that applied to my family, and so yeah, we are working on that. So the good thing is that Jude, the 2-year-old, will do anything and everything that Joshua does. So if I'm gonna be very strict and firm on teaching Joshua how to do chores, then I'm kind of killing two birds with one stone, because Jude will do exactly that. So what we did is I went and printed the little job cards from Susan Fitch blog, and I'll leave her link below, and then you guys could just access that easily if you want to print it out. And then what I did is that I went and bought business card laminating pouches from Dot Office stationery company. So I don't have a laminating machine, so a quick DIY project, easy, affordable way of laminating your stuff is to iron on. And this is how I do it. I literally just put a towel underneath, lay my stuff there, put that I would have already slotted inside the pouch, and then I put a slightly thin dishcloth, and then I iron on, trying to make sure that I do it one direction and then without the steam. Because the moment you put the steam on, it just makes it puts bubbles in your project. It's an easy way of laminating. So you know what, leave me a comment below if you know about this way of laminating, and if you didn't, you should definitely try it out, and then leave me a comment below and tell me how that went through. And then tell me also if you enjoy tips like this, like just affordable and DIY tips. I could also just do videos of those. Leave me a comment below with that information. So what we did is that we put magnets on the fridge so that he will know what he has to do from the moment he wakes up to the moment he goes to bed. So before he goes to school, he waters the plants. If he doesn't do it in the morning, as soon as he comes back from school, he has to do it. And then no TV or no toys if you're not done with your chores. And at the same time, you're helping them to be responsible, not just for now, but for the spaces that they'll live in the future. And even when they grow older, they will know how to do things. So I'm just going to show you a couple of the cards that are on the website. Take out the trash, get ready for bed. One of my favorites is say your prayers. So what it does is that you give them a visual reference, and the Bible says by beholding you become changed. So the more that he sees it, it will be so engraved in him, he will always remember it. And I think it's important to set up our children for success in the home by having them be responsible for certain areas of their lives in the home. You know, sometimes you actually bump into grown people who don't know how to do laundry, or who don't know how to live in a clean space. And I can tell you, if you trace back, it is because they were never trained when they were young. And sometimes you have to think way into the future, that when you're not there anymore, they go out to college or to boarding school, and they don't even know how to take care of that little space, make their own beds and all that stuff. So what we're doing is that you train them young, and then as they grow and they leave, they will always remember all these things. You are setting them up for success, and no one can ever take this stuff away. But believe me, you are way better than someone who doesn't do this. I'm telling you. And other people might feel that this is too much for children, or that for me, in my home, the children are going to do the work. And so I think it's a very fun way to have them engaged and taking part, knowing that they feel good when they take it down after the end of the day, and they know that I did all that. They learn to be proud of the work that they do. So thank you so much for joining me this week on my channel. And if you like the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to hit that little subscribe button in the corner. I would love for you to be part of this family. And if you would like to hang out with me more often, head on to my Instagram. I'm going to leave the handle right here on the screen, and if you're on Facebook, I use the same handle as well. Like the video, share the video with other mothers who have children that would benefit from this information. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.